Good morning. Here I am with another cataract report for you. I went to my final doctor's appointment to check on the cataract surgery results yesterday. Don't have to go back for another 6 months. And he told me, we had a very interesting discussion. So I'll tell you about, I made notes so I wouldn't forget anything. They're not necessarily in any order. I do need reading glasses for reading stuff like that, reading my own handwriting. Anyhow, so, okay, I've been cleared to go back to the gym and all my normal activities. And I said to him, I haven't worn eye makeup for years, but if I want to now, can I do that? He said, yes, especially because now you'll be able to see to put it on. And okay, so I had mentioned the other day that I saw, since the surgery, I noticed I had floaters, which look like little black spots, not bunches of them. It's not like I'm seeing in polka dot vision or anything. You can look up floaters if you don't know what they are. I didn't know what they were. And I said, to the doctor, I seem to have developed floaters. He said, actually, you had them before, but you didn't notice them because one, you were just accustomed to it, but two, the cataract was dulling your vision just enough that there wasn't, they weren't, they didn't stand out to you. But now your vision is bright and clear and you can see the difference between the shadows that those floaters cast and the rest. Now, I don't see them all the time. If something is well lit and bright white, like the way I became aware of them, oh wait, somebody wrote something. What'd you write here? Oh, okay, so Barbara Ann says she's had them since her surgery in February. And some people have them for different reasons. They can be caused by different things. But the doctor I've been going to this doctor for, I don't know, how long have I lived here? Since 2018. And they can see the floaters in your eyes. So anyhow, I was in the bathroom, which is all white. This was a couple weeks ago. And I looked and I thought, is that a drain fly or a fruit fly or something on the wall of the shower? And, it moved, but not like a bug would. And I blinked and it was gone. And I realized, oh, this is a floater. Anyhow, so I'm getting used to it. And yeah, you can have floaters that are caused by something serious, or they can just be a thing, A lot of people have them who have never had cataract surgery. Okay, so, oh yes, all right. My vision, my uncorrected vision, that means without glasses, before I had the surgery, okay, hold on to your hats here. It was 2,400. Now with glasses, it was corrected to 20/20. And now, after cataract surgery, without glasses, it's 20/20. But 2,400, first of all, is illegally blind. Now remember, this was before surgery without glasses, okay? What it means is that what I could see 20 feet away, other people could see it if it was 400 feet away. You got to think a minute about that. Other people that had normal vision. So that was, whoa, really something. Okay. Oh, just a funny thing. I've seen so many movies and TV shows where somebody's got their glasses, up here, and they're looking all over for their glasses. And, I really couldn't relate to that because I always had my glasses on my face. Well, yesterday I think I was checking out at the supermarket or something. I had my purse, I had my keys, I had put my phone away. And I said, oh gosh, where are my glasses? They weren't in my hand, they weren't in my purse. They were on my head. Oh my goodness. So I said to the eye doctor, I have friends who use reading glasses, and like one of them told me that she and her husband have like 19 pairs all over the house. And he said to me, you will too. Because you're gonna, want to have them handy whenever you need them. And I did order a pair of those click it or click readers that hang around your neck, which when they come I'll show you. And thank you, Jeff, for recommending them, and a number of other people did too, after they saw Jeff's recommendation. So, I'm excited to get those. And I also ordered a pair of crazy wild readers off of Amazon. Anyway, okay, I won't go on about that. So, oh yes, the other thing is eye drops. Okay, and why eyes tear. So, before I had the surgery, I was having a little irritation from dry eyes. And since the surgery, and also it was only really affecting one eye, but since the surgery, my eyes tend to get a little dry. And how do you know? Because they just, every once in a while will feel a little irritated. So, and I said to the doctor, my eyes since the surgery are tearing a lot, at times when they never did. I said one of them would tear sometimes before the surgery, but now both of them do. And he said, okay. And he explained this to me. This was so interesting. He said, when your eyes get dry, the nerves in your eyes send a message to your brain, and your brain says, okay, dry. Well, what can we do? We produce more liquid, water, okay, essentially. It's like the consistency of water. And so your eyes tear because they're dry. And I said, so, these artificial tear things, what's the difference between a $5 bottle and a $20 bottle? And he said, okay, in a sense, there might be no difference, but here's what you need to be aware of. And I don't think he owns stock in any eye drop company. And he doesn't sell them at his office. So he said, the really inexpensive ones are bid out to the lowest bidder, basically, to make them, manufacturer. So, they may be made by this company at one batch, and another company makes another batch. And he says, he'll have people come in and say, I've been using these eye drops, and now all of a sudden they just don't seem to be working. And he said a lot of times that's the reason why, because different companies make them differently, and they're outsourced to, different countries, depending on whatever country or whatever company manufacturer gave the lowest bid to make them. So he said the other thing is, well, two other things. He said, one, some are preservative free. Those are going to be more expensive because some people react to the preservatives that are used. And the other thing is that the more expensive ones have some type of oil stuff in them. And what happens, he said, is that it stays in your eye longer. So he said, in the long run, you're either going to be using a bunch of the cheaper kind or much less of the more expensive kind. And he said, you may end up buying 3 or 4 bottles of the cheap kind to every 1 bottle of the expensive one for the effect that it has. So I thought, isn't that interesting? And especially I was just fascinated about, why would your eyes tear if they're dry? But I explained that to you. Let's see, do I have anything else? Oh, okay. The other thing is astigmatism. Okay, so he said that my vision in both eyes, making sure I'm not leaving anything out. Yeah, my vision in both eyes is 20/20 now. But, let me look at this. Okay. But I see differently, you know, when they tell you, okay, cover your left eye, read the lowest one you can, cover your right eye, you know, what's the smallest line you can read. And he said the reason is that in my left eye I had a severe astigmatism. And even though they correct the astigmatism in the type of cataract surgery that I had, he said, you know, you can only correct it so much, you know. And so they were able to correct it much more, and because it wasn't as bad in my right eye, and they couldn't correct it quite as much in my left eye, or vice versa. I don't remember which is which. Anyhow, so those are some things about the cataract surgery. Let's see, is there anything else? Well, that's all I can think of right now. And yeah, so hopefully next week I go back to my kickboxing class and yoga and stuff like that. And now I'm going to have some coffee. Have a good day, y'all.